This is Bigger Than Memphis, a video podcast where I interview local businesses in Memphis and the surrounding areas. We get to know these entrepreneurs on a professional level and also on a personal level because you should know who you're doing business with. So come along with us on this journey and we hope that you enjoy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bigger Than Memphis, my video podcast where I interview local entrepreneurs. And today we have Angelita Parham, and she is with Steele Divine Cosmetics and Salon.
Thank you for having me.
So, Angie, on my show, what we do before we get started to get loosened up, because everybody doesn't drink or indulging in other things, we play a game.
Okay.
And it's called You Can't Say That, Memphis Main Edition.
Okay.
So it's about Memphis. So we're going to text your knowledge.
Okay.
And I'm going to beat you because I beat everybody. No,
Okay.
I don't beat everybody.
You probably will.
So I'm going to give you 3.
Okay.
The objective of the game is for you to get me to say what's in the purple without saying it. And you can't say the words that's at the bottom.
Okay.
And if you don't know the place, because it's some places, when I tell you he did this game to get every type of Memphian involved, he did well with it. So it may be some stuff that we may not know, but use word association to get me to say it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you said say the...
You got to get me to say the top word.
Okay, gotcha.
But you can't say any other things at the bottom.
Okay.
So do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. Oh, man. This the man. I can't even say this. American Horror Story. Older. She good at her job. Okay, when you're in a movie, you're a what?
Actress.
Okay. So she's an older one. She's good at her job. She's been on almost all the American Horror Stories. She did a movie that was based on a real good book. I love the movie. She broke legs in this movie.
Oh, I'm going to pass on that one. Because I don't watch American Horror Story.
Well, no, this movie you probably seen. That's what I'm saying.
Is it J.K. Rowling?
No. You want to pass?
Yes.
Kathy Bates.
Oh my gosh, I just watched the movie.
I can't say Misery.
You should have said White Lady, Tyler Perry.
I didn't even think about it.
It's okay.
But yeah, Kathy Bates.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't say Misery, and that's her top movie. That's where she broke the legs.
It actually just came on last week, and I sat and watched it.
I love that movie. I let my husband watch it for the first time, and I be telling him, "You keep on.
Right.
I'm a misery."
Please don't.
Okay. Famous. He scratched records.
Okay.
He's all over Memphis. What's up, y'all?
Stan Bell.
There you go. Okay. He does the same thing that Stan Bell does. He just recently passed away.
Oh, yeah, Bobby OJ.
Good, you did good.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so that's your turn.
So can I add words to this?
What you mean, like?
To make it harder. I mean, I've never played this game, and I think you probably have more than...
Now, all the cards, these are ones that I have not done yet.
Okay, so would you like me to make it challenging since you said you always beat your opponent?
Whatever, just...
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's see how great you are. Okay. Currently in the hospital.
Currently in the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
What do they do? Oh, in the heat of the night, guy? Not him?
No.
Okay. What does he do?
Politician. Mm-hmm.
Is it, former mayor?
I can't tell you that, but...
If it's not on the card, you can't.
Right, no. Black. Female.
Okay. In the hospital. Ooh, Jesus.
Okay. Councilwoman.
Oh, God dog it. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Fully Love.
Yes.
There you go. Janice Fully Love.
Okay. Now this one is easy, I think. In the News.
Okay.
Reporter. And Channel 5.
Ooh. Woman?
Male.
Male. White?
Mm-hmm.
I probably ain't even gonna get it.
You will.
Oh my God. Channel 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You sure?
Yeah, I give up.
Joe Birch.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So, county leader.
Okay. God dog it. I don't even know his name by heart.
Mhm.
Like, I know I can see him. Bald head.
Yeah, elected. Yeah,
I can see him.
he's the mayor.
Yeah, I can see him. Oh my God. Plain as day. I can see him. Dog, I'm not gonna get his name. What's his name?
Okay, Lee Harris.
That is so, and it was so simple.
Very simple, but you have to be able to see it, say it.
You did good.
Well, you did too. So that's a good game. I have
Yeah, I
to
like that
invest in
game.
that one.
Yeah, you can buy it online. And it is from a local business guy that's
I
here.
thought so.
Jamal Brody.
Okay.
Yep. You can't say that. I want to say it's www.youcan'tsaythatmine.com.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, I have Angelita Parham.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about your accolades, your credentials? Who are you?
Right. That is like the hardest thing to talk about when I talk about myself, because it seems so weird. I'm used to somebody either reading the bio and telling me who I am, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. So again, for everyone, my name is Angelita Parham. A lot of people know me by Angie, old last name Steele.
Okay.
And I've been a small business owner for years, and I guess it goes back in serial entrepreneur, because I've had a couple of different paths. I do real estate.
I saw that.
Right, and I try not to tell people everything that I do, because it can be confusing, especially for people that are on the road to entrepreneurship, because they may feel like, hey, I got to do all these things, and I'm like, no. I just like learning. And so I just like, challenging myself, trying to learn hard things. And real estate was a hard, test to even pass. So I've been recently nominated as one of the women who lead by the Memphis Business Journal. I've been awarded top 20 most influential, which is pretty dope. I mean, me, I'm a giver by nature. So if you see me, I'm probably going to stop and I'm going to check on you. I want to know who you are more so than you know who I am. And I want to make sure I pour something into you, because I just feel like it's just right. It's my Christian duty. And it's my duty as a person to make sure that I, really heartfeltly learn people and know who they are. So
okay, I like that.
Thank you.
And the reason why I do the brag on yourself, because we don't, and you need to. Girl. Sometimes you have to sit back and think, like you said, people will say stuff about you. You'll be like, oh, I did do that.
Right. And I forget. I mean, I forget sometimes, because what's from the heart reaches the heart. And, I'm not out here for the brag part of it. I'm just trying to leave a legacy and, do what I'm called to do.
Yes. So you evidently, the name of your business is, like you said, from your old name, your maiden name.
Yes.
Okay. So I was wondering, I had seen your even visiting, I saw it and I was like, Steele. I was like, it's a different way to spell Steele Divine. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking in another way. Look, I didn't get all extra with it. I'm like, oh, Steele, because you hard like Memphis.
When I thought about it, I definitely was like, I have a good solid last name.
Yes.
And the Divine part actually came from my first salon. It was Salon Divine. And I just wanted to keep parts of that, legacy that I have from that and combine the two. So to me, it's just like divinely given.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. So you have your hair salon. I
Mhm.
know you do makeup as well.
Mhm.
You also have, is it like a small boutique? I know you have cosmetics.
So actually, we have Still Divine Cosmetics, which is our
Yes.
main thing. I am a hairstylist of 20 years, and I really don't even talk about it. Well,
Why?
because I've done hair 20 years, and so what I did was I was trying to be strategic with bringing such a cosmetic boutique, to the Whitehaven area, city
Yes.
of Memphis, Black owned, but for everyone. And I just knew, like, you know what? Let's say it didn't take off like it needed to. What could help it in addition to? And so I did. I stuck a little booth on the side to do hair, and I've
Mhm.
kind of picked up some and have been enjoying the new clients that have come in. But the cosmetics is what we are moving, trying to make sure
Okay.
getting big stores and things of that nature.
Okay, that's cool. I also saw that you did business coaching, but we'll get into that on the end.
Yes, that's my give back.
Okay.
Absolutely love that, but we will get into it at the end.
Okay, so we're gonna focus on the cosmetic part so we can push this so we can let everybody know. Are you wearing your line?
I am wearing my line, actually, and I've been wearing my line all day today. So if it looks a little off, it's
It
because
doesn't. It doesn't.
I
It's
am.
well
Well,
pigmented.
thank you, and I get a lot of compliments on it. So I am absolutely thrilled to have been a pivoter. I'll use that word, and I'm sure we'll get more into that story and how we really developed.
Okay. Okay, so what makes your business or your brand unique?
What makes my business and brand unique? Okay, so you're finna get the story.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I was a 20-year hair salon owner, cosmetologist, and we all know that the 2020 COVID pandemic caused a lot of things to shift, and it
Mm-hmm.
caused a lot of people to pivot in their career. So instead of just going to get some full new career, I got inspired by watching people on social media. I
Mm-hmm.
was kind of stay secluded during the pandemic. I didn't want to, of course, we couldn't go out, but I didn't even want to look into Facebook. But I realized I was going crazy in the house, not talking to anybody, and just reading people posts were kind of uplifting because people were trying to be encouraging during those trying
Mm-hmm.
times. But I saw people doing so much more. They were being very transactional. People were
Mm-hmm.
selling masks, t-shirts, hand sanitizers, hot plates. And I was like, wait a minute. People are still making money. So
Mm-hmm.
what can I do to create something and support myself and my two children? And I pivoted in beauty and created a full line of cosmetics.
And I think that's a good thing. Like you said, you added to what you already knew.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go and do something. And it's crazy. I hate when people look at situations like that, but they feel like if you do something outside of what you are usually known for, like what's she doing?
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy
Mm-hmm.
because I can be all things.
Right.
But for you to stick to what you know, that really help boost the brand a lot more. And for you to use your knowledge, it makes it a lot better. It makes the
Right.
product so much better.
Right.
Okay, what is your target market?
So, now you're getting all my business. So,
Mm-hmm.
my target market, and that is so funny because I'm in school for marketing,
Okay.
and I had to really think about that because I'm having to pitch my, you know, business to try to win money and these types of
Mm-hmm.
things. So in 2020, my target market was just women that wore makeup. Well, we're in 2023, a new day and era where we have people that are non-binary. We have men
Mm-hmm.
that even wear makeup, and we have women. So I target now to makeup lovers in those three categories. And I definitely love the ones that don't know how to do makeup because that is a target.
That's me.
Okay, and you definitely can take a class. But if you notice now, there's a lot of women that wear products.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Oh my God, yes.
it can come off as clownish. And so no, I'm gonna call them not so well. Well, I didn't want to offend anybody. So
I
you have
get you.
some women that are intimidated by that, or makeup lovers that are intimidated. They like it, but they don't want to wear it to look like that. They want to wear it to still look like themselves. So I create cosmetics to help you to still be you. STEELE.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. That is so funny. I am a licensed cosmetologist.
That's great.
Instructor, matter of fact.
Wow.
And I can do everything.
So you know how it is.
Yes, but makeup. That's the only thing I cannot do. Even when I would instruct my students, they would, I was Miss Murray at the moment. Miss Murray, come show me how to do this makeup. I'm like, baby, if you want to look like a clown, I got you. But it's just because I didn't wear it.
That I'm glad I heard you say that, because just having a conversation with one of the news anchors, we kind of went deeper. When I was in school, the emphasis was never on the cosmetics side or how to wear, makeup.
No.
It was always put strictly on doing the hair. Not a lot of cutting, because a lot of Black people were not cutting their hair at the time. And when I say that, if you had an older grandmother or aunt, oh, you're not going to cut off your glory.
Yeah.
And so we didn't cut our hair. We probably trimmed our ends, but we got our hair done.
Right.
And wore no makeup.
Yes. But it is so crazy. My grandmother wears pressed powder all the time. All the time. Pressed powder. She doesn't use like a lot of makeup. She does not have eyebrows. Back in the day when they used to shave them.
Oh my.
Hers never came back.
And it happens.
So she just has done pressed powder. And when I have worn light makeup, I'm like, I got makeup on. Everybody's like, no, you don't.
But here's the thing, they still were able to identify you.
Yes.
And it didn't take their eye too far. Like, is that you?
Yes.
Right?
That's what I always want. I did do the heavy one time, and my husband was like, take it out.
I mean, they don't want to be geared to all of that product and getting on them, and then it kind of make them feel weird that it's like you're a whole nother woman that they're having to look at.
I like that you're doing it to make it you still look
still
like
be you.
Yes, I like that. That's nice. So before you got into cosmetology, cosmetics, what did you do? So you said 20 years. Now, I don't want to put your age on there. So was this a straight out of high school thing? Okay.
Well, I guess you could say it was like a delay, maybe a 3-year delay. But I always worked for somebody. I always had some corporate job that I've done, and I have, experience in IT and, some other areas. But I knew from a young age, either I was going to either be a singer,
okay,
or I was going to do ballet. That never happened because I had a love for, ballet. And or I was going to work for myself. I just had that personality, I'm not type A. I'm just to myself, but I love people, But I just knew that that was just something I wanted to do. My grandfather and my grandmother definitely were people that could do multiple things. And I just was the grandchild that ran behind them doing that.
Okay. What is your why for your business?
My why is because I love to make people beautiful. I like beauty. I think, for us, it's a lot of people out here walking around depressed. And they walk around depressed because maybe they don't feel like they look the part. Maybe there's something about them they wish that they could enhance. And I think the magic of cosmetics is a beautiful thing where I can make your nose look smaller, or I can, make your eyes look less far apart. I just think it's, that's my why. It's just the beauty of it is just something that I want to make sure I spread the gospel about. That I can still make you look like you, but I can create shadows and depths and tones to enhance what you have. And it's just a wonderful thing.
Yeah, that's a craft. So when you started your business, how did you start? Was it something easy for you to do? And was it a lot of capital? Did you just some, especially with doing hair, everybody's like, I was in the kitchen. So how did it start out for you?
Hair was one of those things I just said, I'm going to hair school, and boom, I went. It was nothing that I knew how to do per se. However, I took art from 7th to 12th grade, so I knew I had creativity. And so going back to 2020, the investment, I never had a lot of startup costs, and that is so weird. And when I think about what it took me to open up this and all the things all the components that I needed to make Still Divine Cosmetics be its own, I'm like, oh my gosh, the Lord, you must be trying to see if I really want this, because I've always had about $2,000, and boom, I was open. Here come the clients. Now I feel like I'm working harder because, of course, I told you I put the additional on the side. I got a large overhead. I have products. I have 30 plus products in store. I made sure that we had shelving and we had booths in case people wanted to come in and be be MUA service providers within the shop. And it's just, the advertising alone is a lot. But again, my products, to have them made and the labeling and the everything, that it's a lot. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I told my husband, I said, I think I spent $20,000.
I can believe.
But tell me where it came from. Because it was like it was sliding right out of my hand,
Yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah.
Well, especially when you're venturing into something different. I don't know. Like you said, when I even think about my journey as a cosmetologist, just thinking about making it booth rent, where did it come from? Because, it'd be days or weeks where you won't even have but a client.
I always tell people, and I think I told somebody the other day that said they wanted to venture into being a hairstylist, and I said, can I just give you some advice? Never count your eggs. And if you are a person of faith, God always makes it happen.
Yes.
So never really had an issue with that. But, and I've always been one, I work for myself, and I didn't have a lot of people that really rented booths from me, because I'm a to myself type of person, but I don't mind you being there. So if you were there or not, I always got something that I knew that I could afford.
Okay. That's a smart thing to do. Okay, so this is the part of the segment where we get to know a little bit about you outside of the business.
Okay.
So where are you from?
I'm actually from Indian Hills in Memphis.
Okay.
That is right off 3rd and Levi.
All right. Go ahead then. Represent the Indian Hills. So with you being a native Memphian, how do you feel about Memphis?
I think Memphis has a lot of great things about it. I think there's some things we can't change.
Yes.
However, everything I do is centered around, how can I make Memphis better?
Yes.
So I feel great about Memphis, but I definitely feel like we're in a shift. And I think if we can find people that are very, not opinion leaders, well, maybe opinion leaders. If we can find people that are true leaders, we could really be a forward type of city. We could be advanced, and it could be all kinds of money here. We can look different, and our background, and again, Memphis is the place.
Yes.
But we got to start treating it like it is.
Yes, result leaders. And then it's another thing, too. I spoke with somebody. It's about how Memphians think about themselves.
Yeah.
I know a lot of Memphians that don't think much of their city or think much of themselves, because this Memphis, and they think it's so small, and we just in this look.
Yeah.
But it ain't even like that.
I think Memphis can be big if we want it to be. Again, it's what you make of it and how you view it. Memphis has always seemed big to me, but it can seem small in the area of how many people you know, or how many people know you.
Exactly.
We're like, oh, I know her, but it's not that. Everybody knows somebody that might know somebody, right? But it's all good.
How far do you venture outside your circle?
Right. How far do you venture out?
Yes. Okay, so who or what inspires you?
You know what? And I know this is going to sound so sick, y'all. But the person that inspires me most is my husband.
Okay.
My husband is just the most caring person in the world. And then he can show you a poker face. Baby, you wouldn't know if he really did care. But I'm inspired by his drive. I'm inspired by my daughter. I had my daughter at 21. So I'm telling my age. I had my daughter at 21. And I just raised her to be so much better than me. I gave her what I didn't get, not in as far as material things. It was the nurturing and the lessons that I wish somebody had told me. And my daughter finished school almost 2 years early,
Oh, wow.
both high school and on a university level. And that inspires me, meaning you can do whatever you put your mind to. But in my husband, he's always saying, well, baby, you can do this, you can do that. And I'm like, you know what? I can. You know why I can? Because you care. And as long as you care, I'm going to do this.
That's nice. That's sweet. No, you'll be surprised how many women say they husband. I had to start saying my husband too. And my husband is
Oh, no, I'm not saying it just because, but
no, I just be joking.
Yeah. But I mean, it's been so many people, and I don't want to take away from the many mentors that I've had. I've had some really great women that have really poured into me, but we know people, there's seasons, right? So those, right now the season I'm in is my husband.
Right. And he's your life partner. Yep. So what are your hobbies?
Boring. I love to travel.
Okay.
I am a foodie.
I like to eat too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like learning new things. Like you be surprised all the stuff that I do.
Okay.
I'm always on the go. So I'm either at school learning something, I'm reading up trying to learn something. Those are my hobbies.
Okay, that leads us into the next question.
Okay.
What are you listening to music-wise?
Oh, goodness.
What are you reading? And what are you studying right now?
Y'all are going to say she's so boring. And who is this person? And why did you add her on to the... So I have to tell you that I'm big into my faith. But today I was listening to Jonathan Reynolds. And you know who that is?
I was just going to say, who is that?
I gotta have you. I gotta have... You don't know that song?
Oh,
Lord.
Oh.
Okay, well, anyway, you don't know that song. But anyway, I was listening to Jonathan Reynolds, and you asked me what else. What was I reading?
Yes, what are you reading right now?
What book did I have? Because I got about 2. But I do devotionals every day.
That's all right.
And I had to put my book down because I'm in school full time. Currently, I am enrolled in 7 classes.
Oh, wow.
Right. So
7? I don't think I ever took more than 5.
Right.
Not no 7.
And it's a lot.
Yes.
And I have 2 tests I got to complete tonight by 11:59.
Oh, wow.
So I'm doing a lot of reading on marketing, selling it, management, stuff like that around my career path.
Okay, so that's what you're studying too, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite song and favorite movie?
Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. My favorite movie is Coming to America.
Okay.
1. I did not like 2.
You don't like 2 at all?
No.
Okay.
And what was my favorite
song?
I have several.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
What are they?
I am a big fan of, okay, all right, Monica's first album.
Okay.
Brandy's first album, Never Say Never. I think I've owned like 4 of those. I don't know. But now it's on Apple Music, so I just, go back and listen to stuff. I'm not when I say I'm like I can come off as nerdish. And like I'm not in the in crowd. I don't know none of today's music. I don't want to. I don't know what they're saying.
Well, that's all right.
I try to get into it, and I'm like, oh, this is something.
That's all right. I be lost too. I made look younger than what I am.
Right.
A lot of people think I'm younger. They be asking me, asking my son, "That's your girlfriend?" I be like, this my boo. He be like, "No, it ain't." Or is that your little brother? I be like, "Yeah, that's my little brother." But yeah, I get it. It's like a lot of stuff that the new stuff that I'm not hip. And you say nerdy. Like I just told somebody the other day, I just sat down and listened to a 2-hour interrogation. Yeah, I listen to stuff like that. I like documentaries and I like weird stuff.
But I think that's cool.
I like interrogations. And I be saying, he ain't even do that right. Like, I know what he doing.
That sound like my husband. That's what he watches. I'm like, why are we watching this? Like, no.
Are you in need of quality and professional business services? Well, look no further. BTM Business Solution has the answers for you. We are a virtual office and we offer virtual mailbox service, co-working space, business formation assistance, and notary service. Our co-working space is always comfortable and aesthetically pleasing to get the right shot for your social media content. The amenities include a beverage bar, high-speed Wi-Fi, and access to our conference room. And if you're looking for somewhere to host your next class or networking event, we offer our general co-working space and our conference room for just those services with seating accommodation for up to 21 people. And if you're ready to start that podcast or YouTube vlog, look no further. BTM Social Studios is here to help you with top-tier equipment to get you the best professional sound and quality video. All of our services can be easily booked at btmbs.com. But if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out at 901-490-7995 or at btmbs901@gmail.com. We hope to hear from you soon.
Okay, so we're back to business.
Okay.
What would you do differently if you could do anything different when you started your business?
Like now or?
Yeah, say you just starting all the way over, but you have all the knowledge that you have gathered.
Okay, I'm going to throw some in. I
Okay.
definitely would have finished school first, and I still would have been a business owner. I would have made sure, and Lord, what would I do different? I would always count the cost, because a lot of times people do not count the cost, the blood, sweat, and tears, that it takes, because sometimes it could be a headache,
Can't.
and most times it is, especially when you're dealing with the public and things like that. But I just would have made sure that I was more educated and established first.
Okay.
Because you have to assume all the risk, when you are a sole proprietor and you're doing business. But that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's good. What advice would you give to new entrepreneurs? I know you said count the cost.
Yeah, you definitely want to count all the costs because there's so many risks that you're taking. But one of the biggest things is that you never stop marketing. And if you don't know your target market, then you miss the target. And so you'll never be aiming at anything or anyone because you're all over the place trying to figure out like what you should be doing or why people are not coming to you. And it's because you're not talking to them.
Yes.
And so it's not a relational type of thing. I have nothing of value to offer you if you're not interested in my product. So I need to find the people that find value in the things that I'm offering. And then that's when the conversation starts.
Yes, good advice. So what's next for your business?
Oh, yeah. So I've been thinking about this long and hard.
Okay.
And so what's next is big box stores.
Right.
So I like the fact that I have my own retail store here in, the Whitehaven area. It makes the community rich because we don't have a cosmetic store. But I'm like, okay, so why not go ahead and you put your product, Still Divine Cosmetics, in Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens. That way you can be more on a national level, and look, again, I told you we have to count the cost. It costs to put all 30 plus products out there. And so it's like, what do I do? Do I start with just the lipsticks or do I start with the lipsticks and foundations? Like, what do I do? So, but that's what we're aiming for. And we're aiming for that for the 2024 goals.
Okay, I got a question. With this cosmetic line, being something that you poured your heart into, what is your baby of the cosmetic line? You know how you had that one product that you like, I give this to everybody.
You said one, I'll make it two.
Okay.
So I definitely love my lipstick. My lipsticks are non-drying and they come with a nourishing factor. So you're going to get the avocado oil and the vitamin E. So you don't have to worry about your lips being dry. Sometimes when people's lips go dry, they peel, and you have that weird feeling
Oh
behind
my
it.
God. And you had that ugly look
And
with
you
the
have that
lipstick just peeling and halfway on and
That's
halfway
true.
off. That's true.
And my foundations. One, because we have a hard time as women of color, and even white women have a hard time being finding the right foundation, and so you're not gonna get the comedones, the bumps, and things like that on your skin. It's really gonna sink in, and I try to really do color matching. Like that's when you come in, anybody can get a complimentary color match,
Okay.
and that's if I could spread that gospel, come on in. That's what I want to share.
Okay. So now that we're closer to the end, we'll talk a little bit about the business coaching aspect. I know you just recently had an event. Oh God.
Chicks and Kicks.
Chicks and Kicks.
Business Symposium and Expo.
Yeah. So give us a little bit into your business coaching side. Let us know a little bit about it.
Yeah, so I work for a nonprofit, and that's pretty much what I did. Inspired and coach women to start, sustain, and grow. And with my time there, I was able to see a lot of women, just through the coaching, go ahead and see it through as far as opening their business. And so there has been a lot of wrong conversations, about how to go about, starting a business. And sometimes women don't have enough resources. So I do point them to resources and things like that. But working with me one-on-one about business, a lot of people find value in. And so I'm like, you know what, maybe I need to hone in on this thing. So it's a thing that I do more so on the side now. But the Chicks and Kicks Business Expo is now an annual event that will keep occurring. But women are able to take classes from expert coaches and gain, insight about maybe, let's say, marketing. They can learn different steps that they can take for marketing. Maybe they need an accountant. Sonia Jones, who is one of my friends with GIP, that is my girl. You can take a class from her and sit in and learn how to do bookkeeping. I just want to make sure that we are elevating. It's also a showcase element to it where women are showcasing and selling their products. Because, if we can grow this thing big, you can get all kind of backing. People want to be there. We have so many great women whose products should be out there. I just wanted to make sure that my tribe and their tribe is becoming their tribe, know?
Well, that's nice. That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how can people get in touch with you? You can look at that camera right there. You can tell us.
Okay. So, of course, I'm on Facebook under Still Divine Cosmetics. You're more than welcome to go there. You go to the website, stilldivinecosmetics.com. You're more than welcome to hit the text button, and it'll actually text me on my phone. Other than that, you can find me at 44 at the mall at the Still Divine Cosmetics Shelby Drive location. Definitely come by.
In the Southbrook Mall.
In the Southbrook Mall, the old Southbrook Mall. Yes. So a lot of facts, interesting historic Memphis facts in that place.
Really.
Yep.
I love what they done with their place. And your I've been to your salon and your cosmetic. It's nice. It's very nice.
Thank you.
It decorated nice. You have everything laid out really nice. It was really nice to see somebody doing something like that in the Whitehaven area.
Thank you.
There's so many things that's leaving this area. So just to be able to have somewhere to start, somewhere that's nice, somewhere that's aesthetically pleasing, you're not letting it just fall by the wayside, because we have great businesses here, but they don't focus and cater on the aesthetic side. They just let, their part fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
But you need that look to bring the people in.
You do. But even if you have the look, it doesn't sometimes mean the people are coming.
That's right.
We need that. We need more people like you, the news, local news and things like that, really showcasing our businesses.
Yes.
And can I just say one last thing?
Go ahead.
So when I was younger, I can remember at 16, I worked at Mud Island, and I opened up my first bank account right here on Elvis Presley at the First Tennessee Bank. And I rode the bus and did all of this.
Okay.
So I would always bring my 38109 from Indian Hill, Westwood area to 38116. So my money has always been here. But when we have such a great area such as Whitehaven that has been it's a place of disparity, that makes me so sad. So I'm like, why not open up in Whitehaven? Why not build up the area? These are your people. Whitehaven had nothing of a cosmetic close to them. The closest thing you had to do was go across state lines to Mississippi.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, well, let's create value in our own neighborhoods and let's see it through that Whitehaven actually grows and becomes what it used to be.
Yes, that's the main reason for my business being here as well.
That's wonderful.
Because it's nowhere to record content. What if somebody wants to be a vlogger or YouTuber and they can't find anywhere to go?
Yeah.
But then if they do go somewhere else, it's not even affordable.
Right.
So I want to make sure that I brought it here. It was affordable, co-working space. Everybody still does not have the internet. I'm finding that out.
Right.
Everybody does not have the internet. So, come work here. Come build yourself up. Even if you need to just come do some research to get to your next level, come here. That's what we are for.
That's right.
So I'm with you on building up Whitehaven because it used to be a place of status.
Yes, it was. And it can be again.
Yes, it really can. It really can. It's some great people here. The neighborhoods are getting older.
Yeah.
And we are in the Whitehaven neighborhood. We're 38109. But our neighborhood is all old. It's not hardly any children in our neighborhood. And we may be the youngest couple. I think we are the youngest couple on the block, probably.
Wow.
So I get it. I get it. And I love that you're doing it.
Thank you.
So again, we have Angelita Parham with Still Divine Cosmetics and Salon. Make sure you all check her out. Make sure you go on Facebook, check her out. Make sure you visit her in the Southbrook Mall. She is doing wonderful things for the city. And I thank you for coming and speaking with me.
Thank you so much for the invite.
No problem. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All right. Thank you. Bye, y'all. See y'all next week.
Bye.